What's good? It's All Rights Reserved. You rocking with me? I just went through and looked at certain things because shout out to I Smoke Hip Hop. He mentioned a name that was familiar to me. I was like, Lime Report, Lime Report. I was like, dang, I looked at what he said about Pop Smoke because that was something that I Smoke was talking about. You can go over there and check out what he's saying about that. He broke down a lot of it and exposed a lot of different things. Then I said, yo, I remember seeing this guy talking and I was annoyed at something he said before. I went and looked. Lo and behold, yo, this guy's strange. Yo, you are strange. Yo, he's like the definition of a culture vulture. You know, like how a person speaks, they really don't know anything about a genre or anything to do with anything about it. But the things they're saying are so startling, you're just there lost without breath. Because you know they don't know what they're saying, but you're just shocked that they're brave enough to say the things they say. And he has no proof behind what he says. It's like he's just giving his opinion about it. And you can give your opinion, but you give it to the point that even one of it was like hinting that Tank may have been involved in it. And that's part of the stuff I can't respect. When you have no proof of something and you're loosely talking about it, and there's a person dealing with tough times and they're actually arrested going through something, and you're saying things like that with no proof, that can't happen. People like you can't happen. That's what ruins media. When you go to that extent, that's what makes them hate us doing media. Whereas I say something and the person I'm talking to, they know it's right. They know it. They can sit there and fight and stuff, but they know I got the proof because I showed it before. I even show proof to people that I really rock with on the backside before I even do it. So they know what I say is true. Read my comments. Read the difference between my comments and your comments. You can have all those followers, but look at your comments. It's people that have no clue about what you're saying. They're just learning about it. The people I'm rocking with are aware of what I'm talking about, what I'm hinting at. So really, you're giving people that first impression of lies. And I'm giving people that talk that's real, that actually happened. There's a difference. There's no education in anything you do. It's you just coming up off of the pain without any type of point to make, without any progress to make. That is you are the example of what is the problem with media. Guys who do what you do. You're not a part of it, never been around it. You barely probably even know a struggle the way you talk about it. The things you talk about and you exploit, probably the only real thing you probably did was related to the Tekashi thing. A few sentences you gave. Even that was kind of crazy. Like, dudes like this, it's insane. Honestly, I can't respect that. You are part of the media that's destroying media. And the thing is, you can have a bunch of people, like, look, listen, getting my weight up to that level, that's nothing. That's easy to have that many people watching. But what you say is, you as a person doing the media, you're so fraudulent that it ruins the purpose. It's like, why is he on here doing it? Is it just for the YouTube money? For the YouTube check? I seen how many videos he did in a short amount of time. And I'm like, yo, this guy just turns his camera on and talks about it. Whereas I showed proof for it. I'm addressing direct, specific situations on people they know is true. That's why they're mad. Because they know it's right. And they know what I have. But you're just literally just talking about them. Like showing snippets, showing clips. Like, that's all you do. You show snips and clippets. Or excuse me, snippets and clips about these rappers and stuff. It's not even directly towards something. You're just showing it. You're going forward just showing it as much as you can. I think that's crazy. And the things you're saying, it's even crazier. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? You can't even show yourself to do it. You can't show yourself even for a little bit. It's only using parts of their video, parts of their lives, everything. That's all you do. So I guess you turn on your software and you print a bunch of pictures, put them together, make a collage, title a video, and you just start talking. When these guys, let me tell you something, and shout out to all the dudes who do. When these guys cannot show themselves on camera, do not respect it. And I'm not talking about him doing a reveal like, I'm this guy. No, I'm talking about if they can't show their face and talk, there's no respect for you. If you can't show yourself and speak, no respect. Because if I can't put an image together with who's saying it, it takes away from the believability. Because if this guy's saying all this and he can't show himself, why is he not showing himself? That means there's a reason you don't show yourself. There's a reason you're hiding your face. Because the eyes are the window to the soul. Which means we can't see authenticity in your eyes. You don't give the chance. But you want your voice to be seen, heard as authentic. But you're speaking to a large audience. So I'm confused at how they respect that. I never respected someone who couldn't show themselves. Look, gamers show themselves playing the game. And think of how lame you are when you can't show yourself and you're critiquing these rappers, even hinting at one of them being involved in a murder. Do you see how you lose credibility? It doesn't matter how many people are watching. You just lost credibility. Remember what I said. It's not how many watch. It's who watches you. Who's watching you? It's people randomly that are looking for news and updates. They'll take it at whatever cost. But then there's people that do the real talk, that actually talk about what's real. And it seems that you don't have that credibility nor that believability. So the way you build it and the way you make up for it is hiding your face and just uploading as many videos as you can. For you, it's about the money. That's why I don't mess with all these YouTubers. Like, you see how many videos I uploaded without even needing my monetization on? For you, it's about the money. I'm showing them right now, it doesn't matter about the money. I'm speaking about what's real. You wouldn't even do it if it wasn't for the money. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm trying to show you guys the lames out there. You could still be lame in the media and have a lot of viewers. But is it respected what you said? I seen one of your videos, you had more, like half as many dislikes as likes, and you had a lot of likes because you had people in half as many dislikes. It's so fake and fraudulent. You like pump out as many videos as you can. You're not there to educate, to do anything to the public, yet you're just steady talking about the worst and what's happening, and then you slip your opinion in, and you're so watered down, your opinion's lame. It's like, can he make, like, as a grown man, you can't make a stronger opinion on something? Then I look at what you're making, and I saw what you said that I Smoke responded to. I'm like, yo, facts. I was like, what is this guy talking about? It sounds like you could never be found dealing with this media. And I'm pretty sure you never really face hate in real life from anything. Like, shout out to Smoke. I agree. Sometimes you get hate in real life because of what you do. I know you never got hate because you sound so stupid. And it's like you're pumping out so many videos. If you did really get hate, it'd be a scary time for you. You don't even know. Like, it's so much. You hinted at Tank being involved in X's situation. Like, don't you know you need proof for that? Or are you just talking on that too? Where's the proof? What, you're saying it because you saw a video? Something was said? Do you have proof? The things you're hinting are just insane. Like, guys like you, honestly, you're the problem with YouTube. That you're the reason why they are so scared of truthers, like I do, and like people like I Smoke do, because you are just such a liar and such a watered down newscaster that you don't bring that real news. If I want to hear that fake-ish, I'm coming to your channel. I want to hear fake stuff that makes me feel better. I'm going to come to your channel. It makes me feel better, but it's fake. You're fake. You're worse than the news on TV. Even though they're saying stuff we already know is fake, that's like watching you. I know what you're saying. Even if it's about Tekashi, even if you're saying something that's semi-true, there's still a fake essence to it. Because I'm sure Tekashi's more authentic than you. He admitted he snitched. He admitted this stuff. Like, when are you going to look at your media and admit that trying to be in the truther lane on saying stuff that happened is not for you? I don't care how many viewers it is. If you were just showing snippets and then talking, that's different. But you're trying to bring forth a point. Like, you're trying to make a point with every video. That's my problem. What point are you making? What education do you have to give? It's culture vulturism. It's like a culture vulture just talking. Like, you have nothing to do with the news you're putting up. And that's why I said you gonna get this work in my Lux voice. Because it's so fake, yo. I seen kids giving better news. I seen better news by Disney characters. I'm like, what point is he trying to prove? Like, your titles and what you're talking about, it doesn't match up. You'll have hard-hitting titles, but what you're talking about doesn't match up to it. And then there's stuff where you're hinting at stuff. You gotta have proof for that, my guy. I can't just get on and say he's involved like this. You can't do that. You need proof for that. What proof do you have? Hinting that someone's involved with something so serious. You do know this is a huge court case right now, right? You do know people are getting convicted. You do know most of the people that were involved in it ended up getting charges that are out of this world. You do know that, right? So now you're hinting at a person that's facing another charge, dealing with another case. You're trying to hint them in a situation like the end of Jose with no proof. Do you know how crazy that is? You sound crazy, dog. You're literally trying to get feds on someone. This is a federal case. You're literally putting feds onto somebody with fake talk, with not even proving a point. You have nothing to prove. But someone like you would never hint at the stuff that's actually going on that have to do with the baby mama. You would never do that. That's too real for you. Even to have to do with his ex, that's too real for you. That's way too real for you. Because that would actually be helping. So people like you got to find a way to hurt. That's how I know you guys are controlled media. You guys are here to talk about situations and to mislead the general public. I know. When I heard your name, Line Report, like I knew it was. Who named themselves Line Report? Yeah, your report is fruity. It's very fruity. That's what I'm saying. Yo, what you doing is you're literally dry snitching lies. You're putting out lies on a person's name with no proof. You would never hint at truth. Now, wonder YouTube be against us. YouTube rock with us. YouTube stop playing. Guys like this, lying. Literally pointing authority in a direction off of lies. There's no truth to what they say. No proof either. They're just talking through it. Next video. Talking through it. Next video. You put up like 3 to 4 videos within a 2-hour span. That's all lies. All clips. Like you had it ready. Like the night before you sat there, put the clips together, said, I can't wait to put this out. Like all lies. You don't even know what you're talking about. Trying to talk about the rap industry. Why aren't you talking about anything else? Really? And it's funny because guys like you would never talk about the racism dealing with America or nothing. You would never talk about something like that. Or how it was wrong for them to take out a young black man. You never give points like that. You're controlled media. We know. Your secret's out. The jig's up. Like when I first seen your channel, I said, this dude is a lame. He's definitely out here for a reason. They put you out, told you get the viewers up to put out the lies. Because you're definitely lying to the public. You're a fraud, yo. You're a fraud. Yo, I'm telling you now, these fraud channels, since it's an issue with me being a truther, I'm going for y'all fraud channels. I'm going hard at y'all. And I'm going to expose y'all as frauds. And if I have to, I'll repost the videos you have up and I'll let them see it. There's 2 videos I'm not going to name. I don't want you to try and pull them down. I don't want you to hide them. That I know for a fact, if family and people that love those people saw them, it would be bad for you. You're hinting them out in situations I know they're not involved in. I know for a fact. The stuff you're hinting out, it's a lie. And you're making such statements with no proof on the TV. Like no proof. No documents, no nothing. Not even hinting at him actually knowing or having anything. The stuff I speak on, I actually have. You don't have anything. Because you're putting up photos saying things, and it's crazy. We could let you get away with Tekashi because everybody seems to care now. They never care about them when they're really going through stuff before it happens. They don't know until something happens. That's how I know y'all fake. You don't even talk about it until something big happens, until it's a big story to get views. Like we talk to these guys before stuff happens. I talked to NBA Youngboy. I talked to Tekashi before he got caught. Before he got caught up. Verified on my page. I talked to them before it happened. Then stuff happens. These guys want to rush out videos. How many people will watch? Like, so fake, yo. This is the death of media. Guys like you. It's terrible. It's terrible. And if you don't feel bad about it, then how about you drop little videos about the people you love around you? It's crazy. Like, I've been putting in work. I had haters. I got all types of crazy messages. And no one's ever said something to a fraud like this. I guarantee it. What do you have to say to a fraud? What do you want to say? He's so fake, you wouldn't have nothing bad to say. He makes himself look bad enough. There's nothing real he's kicking. There's nothing new he's kicking. No knowledge he's kicking. He's just talking. You're just talking in these videos. That's why you don't have hate. People are disliking it because they're like, why is he saying it? They really can't hate because you're just talking. You have no proof behind it. So they're like, you're not a threat. When people are a threat, that's when you get the most hate in a certain way. This guy gets mad hate, and then you got people hitting the like button. Yo, this is controlled media. Guys, if you want to check out controlled media, go check out the channel that I mentioned in community and that I'm saying here. Yo, it's so fraud. What you're doing is so fraudulent. And I called you out before, and I'm like, he still ain't learned his lesson. Still doing fraud stuff. That's crazy. And the reason I did that is because you hinted one of X's friends in a situation with no proof. You have no proof. That's terrible. You're terrible, yo. You're terrible. And you know what? It's probably a good thing you don't show your face after you did that video. It's probably a good thing. Because I'm telling you right now that I talked to these guys, and what you just hinted in the case he's facing, they wouldn't play with you. They're not playing with you. I'm telling you. You just hinted him in a situation with no proof. Basically, you're basically saying that he's responsible for a friend's death. Are you serious? Are you stupid? With no proof? You're like adding fuel to the fire because he's dealing with a lot right now. That's crazy. Yo, that's insane. I knew you moved shady. I knew you were a fraud in some way. I didn't know you were that fraudulent. All rights reserved.